Hey everyone. Hi. I know it's so late. I know. I had to work though today. Um, Came home, took a nap. Now I can't go back to sleep. Oh, I took a long nap really, but now I can't go back to sleep. Oh well. I guess all of you other night owls or people on the other side of the world now get to be here for a live stream yet again. Hey. Hey Stella. How are ya? Hey Heather. Hey without a lawyer. Afternoon. See? Other side of the world. So every time I go to reposition my fan using the swing feature, the swing always goes in the opposite direction first. It doesn't matter what direction, which side, whatever I'm on. That's what it does. Bullshit. Okay. So I know what the title says, and we're going to get into that in just a minute but I want to play a quick clip though, real quick. I was listening to something as I was just getting ready here a little bit, and I heard Katie say something, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Okay, so this clip comes from shit. Oh, this was a live stream. I think it was on Instagram, but it was from September 2020. Because I don't have the date actually like noted, but in the like first week of September that month, that's when she did her Me Too moment, and she went live streamed and telling her story and everything. But this video I think was streamed the day after, because she's talking about what her experience was the day prior and everything, and this is what she's talking about. But what she's talking about here though, something different. That's what I want to just. It's only like a minute or so, a minute and a half long.
Have you guys ever heard of something called trauma, PORN? It has gotten more restrictive. It has. I was like on Facebook and I saw somebody post an article about trauma, PORN, and I don't know what that is, and I want to read about it now.
She doesn't know.
So I might have to do that when I get off here.
Oh.
Like, I don't know. Like, from the context I understand it, it's like people creating like fake trauma online to get like clicks, likes, and views. And then people get connected to it because the person that's putting it out knows that what they're talking about is so outrageous, it's going to make people have a visceral reaction to it, to the point where it's going to make people so emotionally invested that it'll defy logic and defy like any sort of rational explanation or response. Yeah. And then the story gets ramped up and up and up. And then like they continue to add layers to the story, and every single time it just becomes more and more outrageous. Like, it started out with something that sounded very realistic, and then it's like every time things kind of settle down, something new happens that will escalate and rile people up to the point of a reaction.
But she doesn't really know what it's about, y'all. Okay, she said, I just saw somebody mention it in an article, and I can't, when I get off of here, I'm going to read more about it. I want to learn about it. Have you guys ever heard of it? Oh, so, and then she goes into, well, here, let me tell you exactly what it is in graphic detail and offering up examples and whatnot. But this is someone who doesn't know what it is. I say it's been her business model, but hey, allegedly, whatever, my opinion, whatever.
I want to read the article now. But apparently,
I think she wrote the fucking article.
There's this, people do this on the internet, and I didn't know that.
You didn't know that. You're people. You are people. You are those people.
I was in a group. So some of the moms that have like munchie, they're like harming their kids. They like will make up stories, and then like the emergencies always keep going, like, oh, my son almost stopped breathing, or oh, this or that. Like, they just keep creating more and more, like, now I have to go to the hospital, now he's, oh my gosh, now I think his abdominal is bursting, and oh, now he stopped breathing, and now he needs, and you don't ever not want to believe someone, because the fact that you wouldn't believe someone is so outrageous to the claim. Like, why wouldn't you believe someone that's going through that? Yeah,
She never believes anyone.
it's wild. There was a lot of parents that did that in Facebook groups I was in. That's why I left most of the parenting pages.
I think that's about it. So I just want to play that. Like, so everyone else's head could explode right along with mine when you hear the fucking blatant hypocrisy. Misogyny. Hypocrisy. We're going to get to misogyny in a minute. All right. Now, oh, hey. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Triple Threat. Hey, Megan. Hi, Lily. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Joanne. Yes, that is her. She just out of the blue in this live stream. This is from September 2020. She says, has anyone ever heard about trauma PORN? Like somebody like mentioned it and posted an article to it. I can't wait to, or as soon as I get off of here, I'm going to go read all about it. But here, let me tell you exactly what it is in graphic detail and shit, because I know nothing about it and I can't wait to go learn about it. Like, dude, like, that's your business model. If it is, like, oh my God, just stop. Anyway. All right, so the whole point of the stream, this is why I'm having this stream, and you're here. I read her Instagram, in particular, this one Instagram post here. Boy, this ought to be interesting. Should be. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so this is from 7 hours ago, and she has an image here of Cody Brown. It says, Cody Brown's brothers attempt to degrade me by calling me Miss Crystal Ball, which I got to say, I'd feel degraded too if someone called me that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, think about it. You're in a fight with your man or your woman or whatever, and they say, you're okay, Katie. You're okay, Crystal Ball. Dude, you're going to feel fucking insulted, right? Degraded. Absolutely. I feel your pain there, Katie. Anyway, I find that hilarious. They attempted to degrade me by calling me by my name, my screen name. Well, at least you said it, so I didn't have to. Anyway, so she goes on to write, this week has been very entertaining as I have been involved in a rather interesting email exchange with two of Cody Brown's younger brothers. Why is the Y and B capitalized? Is that their names or something? Like one's younger and one's brother? I mean, it's not a proper noun. Why are we capitalizing it? Anyway, things started off just fine. They asked me to be on their podcast, but I wasn't keen on discussing the topic that they wanted to discuss. What? That you're full of shit? I wouldn't be keen about that too if I were you. I don't know. And see, that's the thing. This is where everyone's mind is going to go because she won't state what the topic was going to be. She just wants to hold that little bit back. Oh, I can only imagine what that topic was. Probably something about narcissism. She thought, fuck, have I been found out? Anyway. But then they wanted to know what I thought of their brother. But then they wanted to know. I was honest that I felt like 99.9% of the general population that don't like Cody find him to be abusive, narcissistic, and exploitative of his wives and kids. See, notice how she words that? I think most people would read that and think that she's alleging that like 99.9% of the population who comes across Cody feels this way about them. But no, what she's saying is, out of all the people who don't like Cody, about 99.9% of them find him to be abusive, narcissistic, and exploitative of his wife and kids. That's what she says, but that's not how it reads at first, That's one of the things about her writing that really gets to me, because she knows how to word shit to give the wrong impression, and she's okay with that. Anyway, this is a summary and not all that was said. I wasn't rude, and I reminded them that my feelings about Cody were irrelevant to the topic of the podcast. What the fuck was the topic then? It took them 5 days, capital F there, 5 days, to respond to me. And I am 99.9% confident that during that time, they spoke to Cody. Their response to me reminded me so much of how Cody speaks to his wives. Well, didn't they're brothers, right? They kind of grew up in the same environment, I'm guessing. So kind of tends to make sense. Doesn't mean that they spoke to Cody. It just means that they're going to have similarities because they had the similar or the same experiences throughout their lives, right? But no, it's because they talked to Cody. It's all because Cody's after her now. They even went as far as to accuse me exploiting harm caused by cults because of my reports about polygamous cults and other harmful cults. Well, you are. I mean, and you know, it may be a good thing that you're getting the information out there, but you're absolutely exploiting all the harm because you don't just put the information out there. You want to platform and put on a pedestal the damage and the harm that's been caused to these innocent victims. Well, that's exploitative because you're not at all considering how this might affect them by your doing so might affect them. You're not providing resources. You're not helping to create and secure resources, that resources be available to victims. You're doing nothing regarding that. You're not giving any cause, care, concern to anyone's like aftercare even. And many of the people who've gone on your platform to discuss this harm, you've even turned right around and gone after them, causing thus more harm. I can't think of any better example of exploitation than your fucking channel, in my opinion. They also cited irrelevant. Oh my God, I didn't even see that before. They also cited irrelevant data about how men are under attack and that it's important for men to feel uplifted because society is trying to destroy them. Okay, now, I don't know his brothers, and I do understand that there's quite a bit of misogyny and patriarchy, whatever, that comes from these cultures, these ways of life, whatever. So I think it's entirely possible what she's saying there could actually be true. However, one thing I've seen happen time and time again regarding Katie and her recollection of events is that she will take a situation which was clearly like done, or actions were done, things were said for this reason. It comes across quite clearly, but she will find one little piece in there that could flip things right around, and then she will spin that story if it benefits her in some way. So I hear this, I read this paragraph here, and I think, okay, this could be true. Or they could have said something like, it just seems like there's been a lot of harm caused from the men from these religious sects and everything, and not all of us, not everyone is bad, but all of us are under attack, and we would like to put out a different image or something like that. It could be either or. I don't know. It could be either or. And neither one would surprise me, I'll say. At the end, they called me Miss Crystal Ball. Bastards. I got serious Cody vibes when he got pissy at Christine for having an opinion about packing. He called her Miss Independent. I think every woman has heard that from probably a dozen or more males in their life. In probably that exact kind of fashion. So I don't think it's really original to Cody in any sense. But okay. I then had a visual. She's having a lot of visuals about Cody Brown here, right? Like she's imagining a lot of scenarios with this man. Wonder how Todd feels about that. Jim Bob Duggar might feel jealous too. Okay. I then had a visual of Cody rage typing a response to his brothers to have them sent to me. Oh, I bet you did. Did you happen to read the message right after you got out of a shower too? I brought up the abuse of their nieces and nephews by Cody, and they didn't address the issue and accused me of being the exploiter. Because, okay, let's think about this here for a second. You're talking to these two guys. No mention of the kids probably was brought up. I'm willing to bet that these two men, neither one of them brought up their nieces and nephews, but you did. You brought it up to them as some sort of weapon or example or tool to hurl at them to further your point. That's exploitative. Yeah, that would be exploitation, in my opinion. Definitely wasn't that. Anyway, I will be sharing the entire exchange later. Translation. You hear that, Brown Brothers? Oh, yeah. Here's your warning. You might want to slide in my DMs the proper fucking way. Or I'm putting all this shit out on blast. Chances are they probably don't give a shit. They had to have expected, in my opinion, they had to have expected going into conversations, correspondence with Miss Cristobal, that this was entirely, very possibly going to be the outcome. So I'm willing to bet that they took precautions with the things they said and how they said it because of this very reason. If they didn't, well, then it serves them all right. I don't fucking know what to say. Anyway, I will be sharing the entire exchange later. I just wanted to say that I've spoken to some Brown family members and some are super nice. You all know who you are and you all know who you're not. Others, like Cody's brothers, have a true hatred for women, in my opinion. They could just have a true hatred for you and feel perfectly fine about women. I'm willing to bet that that's the case for a lot of men in your life. They're probably perfectly fine with women. It's just you, boo. My opinion. Whatever. I stand by everything I said about Cody. My opinion. I bet I stand by it. My opinion. I even implored them to think about their nieces and nephews who have come out with stories of abuse. They said nothing. Probably because they didn't want to feed into your exploitation of their abused nieces and nephews. I feel badly for children raised in this cult. They don't deserve this, and no woman should be abusively referred to as Miss Cristobal to flex their power. Again, thank you for saying that so no one else had to. Because it could be, I think, maybe even legally. I think that, hey, hear me out. I think that there's an argument to be had, a legal argument to be had, that it is actually abuse to refer to someone else as Miss Cristobal. Or there should be, anyway. Stay tuned. Reserve judgments. This whole exchange is a mess of absolute nonsense. Hilarious and extremely disturbing. Okay. I'm going to refresh this because I haven't refreshed it in a couple minutes and I want to get the comments, the fresh or the more recent ones. Why did it do that? Why did it change like that? The fuck? There, I'll do this. Here we go. That's better. Oh, there's no comments in this? I could swear there were comments. Did she remove the fucking comments? Oh, shit. Now I can't see because I fucking refreshed. Damn it. It's all right. I got Facebook pulled up. And it's still pulled up. Okay. Okay. So the Facebook post says it's the same thing for the most part, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So here are the comments. I love how you get so many sources. Can't wait to see this video. Probably Monday. Okay. Now she's going to put out the video. Maybe she's given the Brown brothers till Monday to correct their ways and to treat her with the respect that only she believes she's deserved. Oh, thank you. Get over here. Thank you so much for the super chat, Estelle, and the super sticker. Is there two of them? Oh my God, thank you so much. It says, thank you for all your recent work. I know it wasn't for me, but it really helped me destroy uni. I'm so fucking curious. What recent work helped you destroy uni? Please. If you don't want to tell me here, you can tell me, privately if you want. But I just want to hear. That's all. I don't have to tell anyone. I just want to hear. They might make me cry. They'd be, oh my God, that'd be like winning an award. Thank you for telling me. Thank you really for telling me that. That's amazing. It's awesome. Thank you, Estella. Okay. All right. So, and thank you, Claire, for letting me know. Probably Monday. I'm waiting to see if they will respond to my 20-page response with sources and statistics. You're setting them up for failure. Okay, like most people are not going to want to read your 20-page response. I'm reminded of that Friends episode where Rachel wrote Ross a letter and asked him questions about it, but he fell asleep reading it because it was like 20 pages, front and back. That's what I'm reminded of. I'm thinking that the Cody brothers, or Brown brothers, are Ross, and she's Rachel, front and back. I keep hitting my microphone. I'm sorry, by the way, because it might be annoying. Do most of your sources reach out to you, or is it the other way around? I really respect your reporting. Do too many sources. Oh, that's funny. Okay. That should be Mrs. Cristobal saying, oh, I don't think it wasn't her that liked any of that, which I'm thinking that would annoy the fuck out of her. I don't know. I really think, I just feel like it would. It'd annoy the fuck out of me, I'll be honest. My first thought was, did they stupidly think your name was Crystal Ball? And at least you have the balls to stand up to the type of people who only want supporters to go on their podcast. Yeah, because it's those people who only want supporters to go on their podcast. Those are the ones you got to stand up to. They're the fucking threat to humanity. I really have no interest in debating hyperbolic theories and manosphere BS. Translation. I really have no interest in being confronted for anything I've said or done. It's funny that they would reach out to you first and then get all snarky when you're honest with how you feel about Cody. Surely they didn't think you would talk about Cody in a positive light. I mean, I was shocked they asked me to be on their podcast. I was like, do you know who I am? Apparently they didn't. Men are under attack and must be uplifted. They must have forgotten about economic inequality between genders, lack of women in political representation, workplace discrimination, cultural expectations, and that women are more vulnerable to gender-based violence. I'm tuning my little violin right now. Yeah, I mentioned all those things. Think about this though. How amazing would it have been? It's like, say that her recollection, her perception of the way things played out was actually accurate to the reality. Maybe it is. I don't know. But for argument's sake, let's say that it is. Let's say she's 100% right in how she perceived these two men and their intentions. Okay. How wonderfully brilliant it would have been for her to gone on this podcast, even if she was knowingly walking into some sort of onslaught, stemming from a place of misogyny. I mean, yeah, you do kind of have to throw yourself, I guess, on the altar of martyrdom for a moment. But that's the shit she fucking loves. I mean, what better way than to show how harmful these two men are than to allow them the opportunity of which to harm you in a safe setting, of course. Why wouldn't you do that? I mean, see, personally, I don't think that that's how they really entirely meant things anyways. I think it's much more likely that the way things would have played out had she gone on is that there would have been some debate, sure. But I think that that would have been an opportunity for her to further get across her point and further fight and champion for things like equality and all across the board. Why would you turn that down? Why the fuck would you turn that down? Why? Because it's either going to be one or two things. Either that's going to be the outcome, or it's going to be the first possible outcome, like I stated, where you put yourself on the altar of martyrdom. Either way, it's a positive. And from where you're coming from, for your fight, it's a positive. It's a win almost. Not a win, but it's definitely not a loss. And it furthers you toward a win, I think. Why would you turn that down? That just seems so stupid to me. And think about how much, I mean, I imagine that there's a lot of people too who probably listen to their podcast, considering how popular the show is. You know, I don't think it's quite as popular as the Duggars, but I mean, it's got to be close. Why would you not promote yourself like that? That just seems stupid to me. Have been reading a book by a former member of the AUB. It said Cody and Chanel are stepbrother and sister. I'm trying to remember if you have mentioned that before. Yeah, she and other commenters have discussed it. It was in the show. They were, but they weren't raised together as siblings. Her mom joined the cult when Chanel was an adult. Oh, so it's a technicality thing. See, that shit don't bother me. I don't care about that. Especially if they weren't raised together, like she points out. I didn't click message her. Why is that coming up there? Okay. Still gross. No, it's not still gross. Of course, Janelle was also married to Mary's brother before Cody. Mitch and Aspen are third cousins. Cody and Christine are fourth cousins. Christine is first cousins with Robin's children from her previous marriage. All right, all together, when you put it like that, it is kind of gross, okay? It does seem like the tree is venturing toward wrapping around and branching out. Read a book about I'd wear it as a badge of honor. Haha. Signing up. Will you go away? Why does it do that? Signing off every post with Miss Cristobal. Spin it on them. They want you to take offense. Probably gonna make a shirt. That's funny. Go away. They may think your name is actually Cristobal. Mary has called you that. Nope. They called me Katie up until that point. Don't you mean Michael Deal? I don't know who that is. Michael Deal. Now nothing comes up when I put the fucking cursor on it. It's annoying. I want to know who this is. Why is the mouse isn't working? I think you need a pageant sash, whatever, with Miss Cristobal printed on it. That'd be funny. Okay. Queen Cristobal. Okay. So yeah, there's that. I read that and like, okay, for granted, I don't know if all that she says is true or whatever. I mean, it very well could be. Whatever. I don't really care, to be honest. But she goes on to write her post there like, look at the effect I'm having on Cody. He's sicking his family on me. You know, like this is I can see it now. I can just picture him thinking all about me, committing to acts because of me, thinking thoughts because of me. And now his brothers are doing it because of me. Like, dude, no. And if he is, well, then he's got bigger problems than the rest of the world realized. My opinion. Anyway. Let's see here. I haven't really looked at her posts. Like, that's as far as I got. I was trying to catch up on her posts and shit. Oh, that's interesting. All right, I'm going to check chat. Yeah, it's not going to be a super late live stream either because it is the middle of the night. So, yeah, I hear you with that. She doesn't have the ability to mute or kick them off. She would have no control. Right. I get that. I agree. And that probably is why her main thing going through her mind. And I'm just going to sit, but I'm going to say, though, that if that's the case, then she's just fucking stupid, in my opinion. Like, I don't mean stupid as an insult. I mean, just she's stupid for not realizing how this could be an opportunity. You know, for a lot of reasons, for the reasons in which I gave. But I mean, I think it would help her grow, like with all the followers and shit that she's losing lately due to her coverage of the whole Trump fiasco. Then I think she might want to gain some of them back or something. But I want to say too, part of me wonders. All right, so hear me out. I'm having a hard time buying or believing the whole I have a boil on my face thing. That's why I haven't been on camera for 3 months. Because just we've all, I think for the most part, most of us have watched Katie long enough to know that she doesn't accept things like things that are going to control her or hinder her doing the things she wants to do. She just doesn't do that. I mean, she's had a boil on her face before and she's gone live. She didn't even cover it up. She didn't care. But this she cares about. I have a hard time believing that because for something to last this long, first of all, and to be that bad to the point that she can't even show her face on camera, this would be the first time ever, you know. It either has to look really fucking bad, but if it looks really bad, then why hasn't she seen anyone this entire time? Because by her own admittance, she hasn't. That's assuming she's telling the truth about that too, even. But either way, I don't think something is going to take that long to resolve itself, or at least resolve itself enough for her to go on camera. Okay. And I think we have a bit of an idea like where her limit is on what she will go on camera depicting based on the boil she had on her face before. Everything up until at that pimple's worst moment, everything up until then is within her limits. Okay. Maybe even beyond that is within her limits. I don't know, but we know that everything up until that worst point there is within her limits. So whatever's going on with her face now would have to resolve just that much, just enough to not be any worse than that boil, you know, that she had, was it 2 years ago now or so? I don't remember. So I have a hard time believing that something has been on her face for this long that has been worse than what she experienced that one time. whether she's seen anyone about it or not, I have a hard time believing that. Then if we were to take her at her word and believe her that she has not seen anyone, I find that very hard to believe. So, and if she has seen someone, well, then she's lying to us about that, and I don't trust her anyway. So I'm wondering, just knowing Katie's personality, like I wonder, I'm not an expert, so don't take my word for this. I'm not at all educated or knowledge in this area, but I wouldn't be surprised if she is exhibiting symptoms of some adult form of ODD, was it opposition defiance disorder or something like that. That's the impression I get. So taking that into consideration, for her to be off camera this entire time, in my opinion, it would have to be one of two things. Either one, she just doesn't fucking want to do this anymore. She's not really into it. Her heart's not into it. She doesn't want to cover this shit anymore. Maybe she's grown past it. Maybe she's just bored with it. I don't know. But something within her just doesn't want to put in the effort. Or two, something else is keeping her off camera. I don't know what that something else could be. I have no clue, because it would have to be strong enough for her to ignore any like impulses she may have by wanting to, defy shit or whatever. So I can't imagine. I can't envision something that would be that, I don't know, that strong to do that. So I really seriously question if her heart is just not into this anymore. If she's not into this anymore. And then I look at what she's been doing with her platform as of late. Like, it's almost like her YouTube shit. She's just going through the motion. She's not even trying super hard. She's putting shit out there, more or less, probably just to keep the money coming in, so she can sustain herself. I get that. But then I look at her other platforms and what she's doing with that. And I think she knows like that shit's not going to be it's not going to fly on YouTube. It could ultimately end up hurting her channel. But that's kind of what she wants to do, I think. I think she wants to incite people. I don't even think she really cares how or why the incitement happens, but just that people are incited. And I think that's why she's talking about all this Trump shit now, because she knows that people are going to come at her. She's going to have people to fight with, and she's going to lose subscribers. Both things I don't think she really cares about at this point, because she's not prioritizing certain things that she used to. This is my opinion. I don't know. Maybe she had to move out of her house. I don't know. I mean, why would she have had to move out of her house, though? Because I know she was, even during the time she's been off camera, she was putting images up of that awning or whatever, the umbrella things that they put out the back. And didn't they just build a deck or something? I mean, unless she and Todd split up. But I mean, I would think that she's the breadwinner for the most part. So wouldn't Todd have to move probably? Or, I mean, I thought they had two Dirty Uncle Sal. That kind of crossed my mind too. Like, I wonder if maybe she was avoiding camera to avoid any possible repercussions in the future. But I mean, I don't think would seeing her face really matter as far as that goes. No drunk streams, no camera. Do you think that maybe there's been some sort of there wouldn't be some sort of order though to keep her off camera, but still allow her to make videos, would there? I mean, because I don't, so long as she's able to put out audio videos or any video, I would think, I mean, because seeing her face isn't the offensive part. It's been her words that's been the offensive part. So I would think if there's any kind of order, it would be for her to not have her voice talking about shit, right? It wouldn't be her face. Oh, although for some people maybe. But in this case, for 7M has said nothing about her face. So also, no computer, no hard drive, dead links. Hi, Al Capone. Do you think maybe she's setting up a defense for like her camera broke or something, or her computer broke? How are her views? I haven't really looked lately. I think someone did that. Or no, that wasn't her views. That was her subscribers. I don't know what was it, Social Blade or something? Okay. I hate how slow my computer is. All right. So here's her Social Blade. So here are her views. Yeah, her views don't seem all that bad. But like, what's with the 0 days though? Does that mean she just didn't upload any content on those days? I mean, how is this figure? Like, are they depicting, like, say here for this video here, the one right here with the 178, 878. So is this a video that she uploaded on the first, and as of today, this is the total number of views that video has gotten? Or is that the total number of views she or the channel has received on that date? Because they're not depicting any video. They're just depicting a date. So that leads me to believe that each of these is the number of views her channel has received on that date. In which case, again, I ask the question, why are there 0 days here? Because a channel of her size with this many views on all the other days would certainly show some views on every day. You know, I mean, with this total number of views too, I would think that it would be like probably in the tens of thousands of views, if not the thousands. So why are there no view days or no days viewed or whatever? I don't know how to word that, you know? But she can't retrieve those videos. Those links should go to the original video. Is on a dead hard drive. Just saying, oh, I see what you, okay. All right. So the video hard drive. All right. Yeah, but I mean, she could always just say her camera broke and just buy a new camera, you know, right? I mean, to stay off camera for this long. Check her stats on Playboy too. I will. Yeah, I was gonna. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly how these are put out there. What someone else was showing me though too was what the hell was it? Which one would it have been? User summary, maybe? Oh, no. Here we go. This is strange though. From 724. Okay, 15. Okay. From 724, the first date here, all the way down here to 86. She's only gained 1,000 subscribers. That doesn't seem right. I mean, that's, I don't know. I think it should be more than that. Huh. Okay. Wait, when are... so long. God damn it. Yeah, this is Social Blade. Where did these numbers come from, though? Oh, this wasn't YouTube that she sent me. What did she? Oh, she sent me Instagram. Okay, that's all right. I didn't realize that. All right. How can I? Okay. All right. I see. Kind of. I have to log in to see that? Fuck that. Well, I'm not going to log in while I'm on a live stream, so fuck off with that. All right. I'll check out Playboard. Okay. So views. So here's the bar, I guess, the trajectory of her views. Her total views, of course, have gone up naturally because, I mean, if you just get one view, your views are going to look as they've gone up. But looking at where they were just a couple months ago compared to where they are now. But then again, she was pretty low down there too. So she seems like she's kind of just plateauing out somewhere in the middle a little bit, which isn't great. I mean, it's not great for growth really, but it's not really going to set her or start bringing her down either. So, okay, what's the earliest? Or that's the latest date. What's the earliest date here? So we got 68,000 for the day. Let's see, yeah, she's still like for the day, she's twice as high as she was back in May. I mean, it's not the average, but what is it? It's a mean or something, or median or something like that. I forget. And it looks like they count them the same way as Social Blade. So it's going to show her going up 1,000 every time because they're not going to put in there every day. Like she gained 942 subscribers today. She gained 238. You know, they're not going to do that. They had the bar set to where, okay, here's where she is now. If she reaches this 1,000 higher, then we'll mark it as 1,000 higher. And that's all they're doing. But they're also marking her coming down, which that's weird. How do you go? You complete the rest of the 1,000 for the next number on the 12th, but then you lose 1,000 in one fucking day, but then you get it all right back again the next day. Like, I don't know. It seems like if that were to happen, it should happen more often, I think. I don't know. My opinion, I guess. This is my favorite feature about Playboard. So you click on videos and you click down. It was more, it said, or something like that. Then you go here to status, published, deleted, or unlisted. So click deleted and unlisted. And then you scroll down and you see which videos she's removed. I always find it interesting. And according to this, it's looking like she hasn't removed anything since 2022. That's not right, though. Well, maybe it is. All right. Dre McCrae's video. And then we're in 2021. Todd Chrisley's videos, naturally. Toddy Westbrook, of course. And if the show's here, then it's not deleted. It's just unlisted. I think that's what it means. At least that's been my experience. So like this one here, it'll still be there. It'll just be unlisted. Same thing here. And that, but the rest, the ones that say deleted are actually deleted. And this one will be too, from my experience. Sad day for our country. Oh, January 6th. Oh, why did you remove that? If anyone has that video, reach out to me because I would love to see this video. It would have been streamed. Yeah, it was a stream. So it would have been live streamed on Without a Crystal Ball on January 6, 2021, titled Today is a Sad Day for Our Country. I wonder, can you still see the comments or anything, or is everything deleted? Yeah, looks like it's all deleted. All right. Yeah, you can't even get them to pull up, can you? All you can read is maybe the disclaimer, maybe the description, but she doesn't really put much description in her videos, I don't think. All right. I'm just curious to see what else you removed. What I got wrong in November. Well, why did she, wait a minute, why does that say deleted if it's still there? Why did she remove that? That's interesting. That's got to be new. Oh, no, it's still there. It's plain. Okay, so it just says deleted, but it's not. All right. But that's the one, that's the video she put out where she scripted her apology. And she started off almost sounding sincere and everything. And then like less than 5 minutes into it, she then turns around and starts, for the past 18 months, I have been relentlessly stalked, harassed, bullied, whatever, yada, yada, by this Facebook group. And she, etc. Wow, she's had to delete a lot of videos from the day she was served to like less than 2 weeks later. Like almost seems like a lot of shit she did in between that time period she had to take down. Or she chose to take down, one or the other. Doesn't necessarily mean she had to. Oh, she took down deep cleaning my filthy couches. That's funny. All the Schofield videos. Kelly and Michael Long. Wonder why she took down all these videos. All the Sophie videos. I never realized that. I never went looking for them before on her channel, but it looks like all of the videos she did on Sophie and Michael Long are gone. Huh. Wonder why that is. I mean, why would you feel like you had to take down the fraud warning issued for Stand for Sophie or Stand with Sophie? And she deleted this. So the videos or the streams rather she did on her Me Too moment where she told her story, she deleted those. Like I could see maybe unlisting for a time, but she's deleting them? Huh. Which, by the way, I have all of them. If anyone wants to see them, just let me know. It's a lot of shit she's deleted. The whole Sanders Kennedy thing. Okay. Why are you so obsessed with me? Interesting. She deleted or took down anyways a video thanking Unirock. Poor Unirock. All right. I'm sorry. Thank you for humoring me, though. I just wanted to see what these were. Okay. I need your help with my hair. Funny. Okay, let me go back to chat. When did the order to preserve get filed for the 7M lawsuit? She deleted the Sophie videos when she was really getting heat for the brat comments. Oh, she deleted all of them, though? I mean, she got heat for the brat comments, like, for months after. And some of those videos were, like, I don't know, a little old. Or a little, I mean, they happened a little ways after that. I wonder if she got served with something for that lawsuit, too. You should go back and screen record this info page from before the 7M stuff to current. What do you mean? The page I was just on? I mean, I can. I can archive the page too. How many subs does she have now? I don't know. Let's see. $340 subscribers, it says. So, yeah. Yeah, she deleted the Sanders Kennedy thing. I know. Hi, Sunny D. Hey, Janie. Yeah, screen recorded the deleted private videos from just before the 7M stuff to nowish. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Just before 7M was like what? February 2022? January 2022, I think. Right around there. It was 2022, right? What? No, was it 2021? I think it was 2022 because I want to say it happened the same year as she started going over the whole Jerry McRae shit. When did the order to preserve get filed for 7? I don't know. Here I can actually I might be able to look that up though. I think I can. All right, so we have hey that. All right, so we have oh, I gotta go back here, down here. All right, my bad. 5/27/2022. Motion hearing held on record. I don't know what would it have a title? Oh wait, I'm not even looking at that shit. Am I? Where am I? Here I am. Okay. Summons and complaint, affidavit of service, correspondence, amended summons and complaint, certificate of representation, notice of case filing and assignment of judicial officer, certificate of representation, notice of motion and motion, memorandum, proposed order or document, notice of remote hearing with instructions, memorandum, proposed order or document, like hearing held remote technology. Like, would it have a title of it? Like, would it say like motion to preserve evidence or something filed? Because I'm in 826 right now and I'm not seeing anything. Or would it? Are there keywords I should be looking for? Is my question. Yeah, that would be interesting, Joanne. There is. There's not for Playboard though. I don't think. I don't know. Can I look anything else up in here? Yeah, no, this is just for YouTube. It looks like. It doesn't even give me an option of choosing like a different platform. Let's see what's home say. Yeah, it's just for YouTube. Search and analyze 14.6 million YouTube channels worldwide with professional filters. And that's even misleading a little bit because you can't pull up information for any and all YouTube channels. They have to have so many views or subs or something like that. She received the notice to preserve on April 6th, 2022. Thank you. Nice to see you. So yeah, April 6th, 2022. Does it show that though from what I was looking at? Let me see here. Where's April 6th say? There's affidavit of service on the 5th, summons and complaint on the 5th, and correspondence on the 7th, amended summons and complaint, certificate of representation on the 7th. So it would have to be somewhere in there. I mean, I can other document correspondence too. Okay, so it's probably this one. Oh, don't apologize. Thank you for listening. Thank you for helping me out here. Don't ever apologize for sending me shit. Come on now. So it looks like from what I'm seeing here, I'm not pulling it up right now on the messaging app. I want to find out which one it is here. So I'm waiting to see what this shows. What's the title of it? Okay. No, that's not it. Okay. All right, I'll pull it up. Let me see. Where is this one? Oh, it's got to be the one I just pulled up then. Shit. All right. No, it's not. Okay. I don't. It doesn't. I can't find it in the filings. On the website where you look it up on the court case there on what's it called? publicaccess.courts.state.mn.us. Other documents, correspondence. It has to be though. It's not gonna be that. But anyway, so I'll pull up here what I just received. I'm going to do this. Do Messenger. Okay. Got it. All right, so here it is. Oh, wait, shoot. Oops. Let me fix that real quick. So I'll pull that up again in a second. I just have to edit something out. So it's going to open in preview. Okay. Anyway, so what it says. As you're aware, my clients have started a lawsuit against you. Wait, let me make this brighter. Against you and your business. Do not destroy, discard, or delete any document of any type, including correspondence, digital, paper, etc., drafts, work papers, personal notes, email, instant messages, text messages, social media communications, cloud storage, data, voicemails, electronically stored information, records, reports, files, calendar, or journal entries, notes, memoranda, writings, drawings, graphs, chart. I mean, they get pretty complete, okay, descriptive. That you have that may be relevant to the litigation. Even if it would be your normal practice to dispose of such materials. Data stored on a network, departmental database, or with a third-party vendor must also be identified for us. So yeah, I mean, I've received one of these letters already. So that's what it looks like pretty much. What is this? What just came up? Oh, a screenshot. Well, I'll do this. If anyone wants this, I'll at least forward it to you, but I'm just because it'll take me a minute to redact and shit. But that's basically what it says. But The date on it is April 6, 2022. The date I have up top with the name of the file looks like it says 7/11. Oh, wait, no, wait, this is 2023, so that wouldn't matter. Yeah, but it's other document, correspondence to WOACB. It was filed. Oh, yeah, okay. It was filed in District Court, State of Minnesota on 7/11/2023. Why wasn't that filed until 2023? But it's dated 2022. Wonder why that is. Okay. How did I get two emojis now? I didn't even mean to do that. Go away. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm back at chat. If you do get a screen record of what she deleted from her first video mentioning the Wilkins to now and put that next to a screen recording of her channel in this videos, I bet it'd be fun. Well, I mean, yeah. But I mean, I can kind of do that now on Playboard. I can just click that everything's listed. But the thing is that the time frame in which it covers for the deleted videos, even from the Wilkins until now, is such a vast period of time that there's going to be like probably 100 videos or something that are still listed as up there in between the ones that were deleted. But well, the date on the letter is, so the date on the letter, it says April 6, 2022. Like that's when the letter was drafted or whatever. And it's probably when it was sent to Katie too. But it looks like the letter or whatever itself wasn't filed in the district court until 7/11/2023. So that was like, what, 9 months later or something, maybe? Wait, no, it's over a year later. And it was filed at 7 p.m. But so I don't know what that means. I mean, maybe they're just filing it so that it was on record, but it doesn't make it any less binding for Katie. I know that. I mean, it's not as if it's not like it didn't really happen unless it's filed sort of thing. That's not the case. It's just the court isn't documenting it unless it's filed, I think. Oh, no, they didn't file at a 7-Eleven. Okay, I read that wrong. No, they didn't. She is pretty country, though. But would they have 7-Eleven if they were that country? Wouldn't it be like more like the Dairy Dell or something? But yeah, I'll grab the screen record, though. I'll do that. So. Oh yeah, I know. The arguments you're making are the exact arguments I'm going to go with. Should this be a thing? I just prefer to avoid it being a thing. The first paragraph is important. As you're aware, my clients have started a lawsuit against you and your business. Yeah, all right. I see what you're saying. Yeah. And like I was saying, I mean, just because it may not have been filed until later, it's still just as legally binding for Katie. It could be because she received the letter. So she was aware, and she's being held to the task not to delete any of her shit since upon receiving that letter. So yeah, exactly. It's not the first time she's had to face, this discussion of don't delete your shit. I mean, she's pretty much the reason why the phrase don't delete your shit has been coined such a term. So, all right, on that note, I'm going to wrap this up. It's been just over an hour. I just want to spend a little bit of time, get a little tired, and have a little cocktail. So maybe that would start to take effect and I could go to sleep. And I think I'm just about there. So I really want to just point out how, like, I don't know if I know we joke around or whatever and say like how she has the hots for like Cody Brown, for example, or Jim Bob or whatever. And I do think that there's some truth in that because I think in a lot of jest, there is some truth. So I don't know, but I don't know how much. I don't know how much of that is the factor here. Or if it's just kind of like a narcissistic thing where you just believe that everyone is sitting around thinking of you and taking action based on the things you've said or done. Either way, I don't think that's the case. So, but it's funny though. It's funny how one sits around the house and just envisions what Cody Brown is saying or doing, or that he's behind so much of what one vlogger faces on social media. It's funny. To me, it is. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. I will. I don't know if I'll be streaming. It's technically Sunday, but I'm going to say tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow, though, because it's Michael's birthday. So I don't know what we're doing yet. But bye. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for being here.